All right. So, I think I've had some good luck today. I have been trying to repair this whole thing. And, well, diagnose it, really. That's the tough bit, isn't it? What the devil can you see, I wonder? Oh, pardon my finger. It looks like you can see everything. It looks like a weird angle, but looks fine to me. Okay, yeah, I've been trying to diagnose this. It's been rather difficult because it's been an intermittent problem. I think I figured it out. And I think that it was, I took this apart. I fiddled with the gears because it was only barely turning. This motor was barely turning. And I think it came down to this little, oh, what the heck, it's not a rheostat. What the devil is it? Potentiometer. You know, like you use in a kitchen light or something, you know, dim, like a light dimmer. You basically used a light dimmer not to increase or decrease the voltage, but as the gear turns the light dimmer one way or the other, and the voltage grows or lowers, they're able to figure out how far the motor's turned. So they're using a potentiometer, a light dimmer, not to change voltage, but to physically see how much it's turned. And then they can figure out which way to turn the motor and how far. It's primitive and clever at the same time, you know. So, boy, it's kind of a mess, though. I'm not really sure how to reassemble it at this point. I can do a test right quick to make sure it's still working. I can get these batteries in here, and we shall see. So, this is my little guy right down there. Oh, he's turning nicely. This could be a sad video if it misbehaves. Oh, good, good. So basically, that turns and it pulls a cable, and that cable changes the tension on the bike. Great. Sweet. So it sure looks like a success at this point. And I was able to diagnose it by thumping it with a screwdriver. That was my diagnostic criterion. It changed how it behaved, which told me that was the affected part. And I Googled if you could fix potentiometers, and you can. And yes, I would have just replaced the part, but that really it was not available, so that really wasn't on the table. And there's some kind of grease that you can, some kind of, I don't know, grease spray that you can use that will remove the oxidation. And I was looking like 15 bucks, and I asked Aaron if he had any, and he'd use some this very night. Should probably work on my posture. I was looking at myself in some of these videos, and my posture was not very good. And I Googled, why do girls have good posture? And the answer was what I suspected, which is you have boobs. And some women said because it makes them all perky. Some women said it's just because that way you don't have back problems. So I thought it just might be some innate female virtue, but I don't know if that's, so I'm putting out my posture here. Good posture. So, yeah, this is a nice bike. I mean, I think they go for like, I don't know, 1,500 or something. No, not 1,500. 400 or 500, I beg your pardon. Just talking out my arse there. And it was an intermittent problem, so I thought I'd fix it. I thought it was just bad batteries and just the act of moving it around to sort of fix it. And then it would start misbehaving again. back together. It's been apart for a while. Wonder how hard it's going to be. All right. Maybe I should have taken some pictures, eh? Like, did the cables come out down through here, you think? They probably did. Probably came out down through there, but I wish I would have paid more attention to the routing of the cables. Yeah, doing repairs when there's any kind of circuitry involved, it's kind of a clown show. All right, down you go. Yeah, this looks right. This is kind of primitive, but I guess it works. All right, where the devil? Take this out. See, this is the nice sort of thing, kind of brainless activity, or just the reassembly. I mean, just listen to something. That's not very sociable. All right, I'm looking for my needle nose. I think I put them out there, so I'm going to go pause. I will go get them. All right, we're indeed out there. All right. I have not been exercising. You know, this is part of my routine. And yes, maybe that's just an excuse, but I like doing things a particular way. I can be particular. There's my nice little flashlight. It got me very fancy. I say, you're not going to make this easy, are you? There you are. Now that you got me, little devil. Yeah? Don't you give me any lip now. You come out. I said come out. There we are. There we go. Yeah, this is a little primitive how this mounts. I would not have, I would never have designed something like that. There should be a C channel inside there, at least, instead of just two flat flanges. That's primitive. All right, well, this guy, this looks pretty self-evident how he mounts. Or was it on the left side? Yeah, it was on the left side. All right. Okay. This is the little motor, and this motor controls the tension that I experience when I pedal. And the little potentiometer controls the motor. But for a potentiometer, this $400 or $500 piece of equipment is no good. Just a very small little thing. Caused quite a bit of trouble. But once the diagnosis came in, the fix was not far behind. Pretty straightforward, thankfully. All right. Oh, go in there, you dirty bugger. I'm not sure if I'm going to have trouble with the cable tension, but that's a resolvable issue, I suppose. I did take some pictures, they're probably on that camera, but I think I can just kind of figure it out. Just kind of ad hoc, half-ass my way through this. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little more working space, but you know, you can go with what you got. Okay, so here is our cable. Oof, this might give me a little bit of trouble. Okay, so, oh, bugger. That felt like that did not feel good. Okay, you go in here. How the devil did you go in here? Just like that? That seems weird, but I guess that's it. Unless it's not. Huh. Okay, we'll just try that, I suppose. And how's about you? And you know what? I might like to see those pictures after all. Make things a little easier for me. Alright, so I'm going to pause you and look at my pictures. Look on the other phone in case they're on the other phone. Okay. Some of the pictures are on here. Some crow videos. Not what I'm looking for. I think you are over there. Yeah. Unless you're over here. What the devil was that? That's familiar. Yet, not that. Alright. Okay, I think you're over there. Let's have a look. Okay. You've been gone a while.